storied venues in college football. Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Here in South Bend, this is one of the most revered college campuses and college football shrines. You know, touchdown Jesus, all of the excitement at Notre Dame Stadium. You hear the echoes of the Irish every time you step on the field. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. So Oregon's headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. From deep, it's Barres. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Wide receiver comes in motion. Sells the run, looking to pass. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Taking it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks!
Woof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There is tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
Deep in the end zone, it's Duck. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The run inside, it's Williams. There he goes! Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He's going to run it. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. They start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start that everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's heads if you can start the season on a great note.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. This time they'll throw it. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And right now it looks like there's 12, 13, 14 guys on defense. I mean, last possession you saw him break on the football, get the pick 6. Now another opportunity again. Dialed in, focused, breaks on the football, but that's why he plays defense. Shows you why he's not a receiver, but this defense is dialed in.
It's caught downfield.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Firing for the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. extra point and the tie. And it's no good. Had a chance to tie it and couldn't do it. He'll bring it out. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Wide right, it's Davison. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Smart play by the quarterback. Nothing open. Dump it off to your running back. And listen, he's a running back. He's used to having the ball in his hands, and he's a big running back. So if you want to bring that to the ground in the open field, it's very difficult. Great job by the running back making a play.
Throws to the tight end. That's caught. It's Johnson. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Fires to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Mosley. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Ducks with the 1st and 10. Throwing, Imaliava. Pressure's there and he lets it go. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Imaliava. Unloads it left. He makes a catch. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun on 3rd down, Imaliava. Back's got it. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up 4th and goal.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. Trying to pound their way in. Beck's going for the goal line. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Ducks!
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
This drive will open from the 15. Drops back on 1st down. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
They'll move the tight end. 2nd down, gonna throw it. In the backfield, it's Mobley. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Making the adjustment on the play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Rush right in his face. Good job just to get rid of that one.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Can they catch him? He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find better field position to start a drive. 1st and goal from the 10. Going for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Duff. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Wants to throw on 1st. Buying time to his right. Fires on the move. Right side, it's Barres. There he goes. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And that's what makes this guy's so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field, uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
From inside the 15, here's the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. He's going to fire deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step 1. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own colored jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Hill. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Keeps it on the option. Nowhere to go on that one. He's going to lose 5.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge...
And the defense, got him at the 27.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Under pressure. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. And guys, he just didn't get outside the tackle box. You can't throw it away like that. 2nd and long after the grounding call. They'll send the back in motion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Second and forever after the delay. Did they lose their play sheets? I mean, call a play already. From the gun. He's got the tight end. And he delivers the stiff arm for a solid pickup on the play. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
He rifles one deep down the middle. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored it.
Got it down the field. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Touchdown, Ducks! He got it, beat down in bounds.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Hits inside. It's Coleman Williams. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
To the ground, he's got it again. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top-5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between two top-5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on.
And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its fourth down. Changing the routes with his receivers. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Converts on fourth down. Still going. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Wants to throw it. Look out. Looking to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. They believe in their running game on third and goal here. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And the point after is good. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. first snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Iamaleava. Left side, it's Johnson. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Running inside, it's Davison. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football, great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll ride the hot hand. Just smothered on the play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting
upstairs to make the catch. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Picked off to stop the threat. Oh, he's got some space. Crosses midfield. At the 30. Running inside the 20. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Irish.
And that is such a critical mistake for this offense, man. Such an opportunity to add to the lead, put more points on the board, keep the momentum, but sometimes you just get a little bit too aggressive, and Palmer, they pay for it in a big way.
And that's one where the defense gave up some yards early in the drive, and you're wondering, is the opponent going to score here at the end of the first half? But they're just waiting for one mistake, and they take advantage of the opportunity, jumping that pass in the air, picking it off, taking it all the way to the house, and now taking the lead.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Throwing, Iamaleava. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Tells the run, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. Now Oregon will call it second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. The quick out. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Finds a man in the middle. Inside the 20, stopped at the 19 as they try to get a score on the board before the half. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. The pick 6, he takes it in. Touchdown, Ducks.
And how about that play by this defense? Reading the running back, coming out of the backfield, breaking on the football, making the pick, and then walking himself into the end zone for a touchdown.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on the number 12 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's Northwestern sneaking out of here with an upset victory. And have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And the Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Timed it perfectly to knock him free and forces the 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Ball and ready to get moving. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Quick give. It's Mobley. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Hauls it in. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they
makes a grab and room to run. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down.
And if I'm this defense moving forward, man, I'm going to start thinking about, like, this is the guy. That they keep featuring him. I've got to take him out of the game. I got to find a way to double him. I got to find a way on third down to make sure this doesn't happen. This offense continues to run through him, and he continues to be successful.
It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get close to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Out wide right, it's Graham. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, it's Mobley. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up. Right side, it's Barrett. He gets into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion ties the game. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Send the tight end in motion. Iamaleava rushes on. Unloads in the nick of time.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on him throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
Third down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. Out wide left, it's Davison. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and Nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Iamaleava. Left side is Mosley. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. He's past the marker. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Ducks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. They'll run the screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Man, you gotta love the safety's eyes on that play. He didn't get lost. He didn't get enamored with everything that was going on in front of him, playing pass down the field. He locked eyes on that running back, saw the screen develop, comes upfield, makes the play, makes the sound tackle.
Play fake, Iamaleava. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here's Iamaleava to throw. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
Say it in the gun on 3rd down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Mobley. Turning it on. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They've looked finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. His 3rd touchdown of this game, and his 3rd on the season.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And the extra point is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the third quarter. And maybe the way things are unfolding, we are set up for a classic finish as we get underway here in the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking for space. It's Davison. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Normally, I would say, 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the fourth quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Iamaleava to throw for it on fourth. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And it's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Motion from the wideout. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Moving out to the right. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage for a loss.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Throwing on the run. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He'll try to take it back. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. He's changing the play. Running the red zone. It's Mobley. Tackled way behind the line. It'll be a loss of 7.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Snap to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
If you're going to try a push pass here on first down by the goal line, you've really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield. They make a tackle on a speedy wide receiver to get the TFL.
Sends it back in motion. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they've bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Extended a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. Iamaleava. And they can't make the connection.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're scaring it 3rd.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Out across the 25 to the 26, but needed a little bit more. It'll be 4th down.
The defense is going to need one more stop. This is the game right now. You just got one on that last run play, setting up 4th down. Do you bring pressure? What are we doing defensively here to make sure that we can get off the field and win this game?
4th down, Iamaleava. Here comes the heat. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. The handoff keeps working on that clock.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we could put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Going to the run, it's Mobley. They put the brakes on him.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in They were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
They give it to the freshman, his first carry. And they'll pick up just a few on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the ball game.